Hey there, what's up, and welcome to Movie Buffers. This is Jordan. In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing the first two live-action major motion pictures of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers, both extended editions. The Fellowship of the Ring is directed by Peter Jackson and is a star-studded cast that we all know and love. The new Rings of Power series is running right now, so I went back and watched the 3-hour and 41-minute cut of this film just to kind of brush up on everything diving into the new show. I did watch the first two episodes, and I've got to say I wasn't too impressed, but I'm not ruling anything out yet. I want to watch these films before I go and do a direct comparison. So I've got to say that this first film did not seem as long as I thought it was going to be. A lot of the extended scenes really did feel like it's more of a true depiction of these characters from the Tolkien books. It really does feel like seeing a novel play out in front of your eyes. I watched the newly restored 4K Blu-ray versions, and it really held up. It definitely looks like they kind of made it soft in some scenes and maybe some minor updates to the CGI. It just looks a little bit better than the Blu-ray box set that I owned before this. This film is fucking awesome. It's hard to watch the new series while simultaneously going back through the original films. Even coming from 2003, nothing stands up to this. I watched the two Hobbit movies too, and I'll be reviewing those once I finish the Battle of Five Armies. So a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff lately. Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, they all bring the hobbits to life in a very convincing way. And it sounds like the four of them had a blast together too. They were like the kids on the movie set. The commentary is incredible too. I highly recommend it. I haven't listened to all of them, but the one with the cast is great. A good study of what it was like to work on a film of this scale. This is one of my favorite movies to watch on a rainy day, or just to have left on in the background. I've said this before in life, but I think this first one is the chicken soup of the three movies. It goes through so many stages too, from the opening scenes in the Shire to Frodo and Sam stomping off to Mount Doom all on their lonesomes. This film also has one of the most epic fight scenes between two wizards ever. When Saruman makes Gandalf breakdance, it's like the most epic thing captured on film ever. Peter Jackson made wizard fights epic as fuck. There isn't much more that I could say about this film except that I love it. And the extended edition is so incredible, holding the series up to today's standards, which really isn't saying that much, I suppose. But I mean, what can I really say about this that hasn't been said? It's a classic. The extended version is definitely the way to watch it. I'm going to give The Fellowship of the Ring an A. Alright, so moving on. The Two Towers. And this is the one where the shit goes off. Alliances are made, bonds are formed, a gigantic war of epic proportions has begun. Frodo and Sam meet Smeagol, aka Gollum, who is leading them to the gates of Mordor to destroy the ring while, simultaneously trying to figure out ways to kill them so he can steal the precious Ring of Power back. And the film gets so much bigger and so much better, but unfortunately the special effects don't hold up to this grand scale of storytelling. But it's still extremely fascinating and impressive to see how they pulled this off. It's so crazy when you see Peter Jackson talking about sitting in a bunker for 2 years editing together a Beatles documentary, and then you just kind of look at him and you're like, wow, that guy right there made Lord of the Rings. He looks like a guy that was locked away in a bunker for his whole life. This film is absolutely incredible though. If I remember correctly, it was my least favorite of the three. For some reason, Return and Fellowship were my favorites. This one felt a little too much like a sequel though, even though it's a damn good one. And I definitely enjoyed it this time around. These remasters are awesome. I highly recommend picking it up if you have a 4K Blu-ray player. Same restorations are available on iTunes as well with Dolby Vision and Atmos, so pick it up. Why not? I'm going to give The Two Towers an A as well. I thought it was going to be more of an A+, but the CGI just kind of dated it for me. But the film still works on every level, don't get me wrong. And that's it. There you go. That was 9.5 hours of movie watching, just for that quick review. I had to split that second one up into two parts too. I forgot how long these director's cuts are. It's like having a child. You have to watch these films grow up for 18 years until you're free. And then you have the two lesser, younger siblings, The Hobbit and The Rings of Power. They don't mean as much to you, but you're glad that they exist and you're glad that they're there to keep you company. I fucking love these movies. Well, that's it. That's the show. Please like and subscribe, smash the bell so you can get notified when new episodes come out on this channel. And stay tuned for The Return of the King and The Hobbit reviews I have coming out shortly. And this is Movie Buffers. See you next time.